ducklings. Oh my gosh, we seem a little blurry. That's okay. Hi, coming to you live, New York City. I am not wearing makeup except for a little last-minute lipstick. So forgive me. I've been traveling all day. Just walked in the door, but I'm happy to see you with my heart. I can't see you with my eyes, but that's okay. I am here for you. I'm standing by with our unprecedented 93 to 96% accuracy rate. And I'm here to answer your questions about love, career, and life in general. Just no calculus and no geography, if it's okay with you. And we're going to start off. Before we start, I'm going to talk a little about the history of psychics. And today we're going to focus on Tennessee Claflin and Victoria Woodhull. Were born around around the 1850 area, 1840s, and they came to New York from, as you can tell, Tennessee, and became suffragettes. They fought for women's votes, which sadly only happened in 1915 or something. That's right, women have had the vote for only about 100 years in America. So use that right wisely, ladies. So Tennessee and her sister, they were free love advocates, which was very shocking and scandalous in the 1880s and 1890s when they were at their peak of power in New York City. And they also started the first, I would normally say the first woman-run investment firm, but actually I think it was the first investment firm in New York City. And they were psychics, and they were used by a lot of society people, not just guys, a lot of society people, and they had a very millionary clients who set them up in the brokerage house. And by free love, what they meant was they had intimate relations without thinking about marriage, because they felt it was a woman's right to control her own body and what she did with it. Woohoo! Right. And they also brought down a very famous, the most famous preacher, who was also a big old hypocrite, although he was a great orator. His name is Henry Ward Beecher. And they brought him down because they exposed his sexual hypocrisy. So be careful of psychics, people. We will start brokerage houses. We will expose hypocrisy, and we'll be very cute while doing it. So, that's chapter 1 in the history of psychics. Tune in next week for more exciting and titillating romps through the history of psychicness. Anyway, so as I said, I'm here if you're in Sydney or in the UK or in Canada or in New Zealand or I already said Australia, or in America. I'm here for you, baby. And I'm very accurate. And last week we had a real breakthrough. We captured on this show, we captured on tape, or whatever you call it these days. I think I just dated myself. A very exciting live, accurate mediumship session with a lovely person. People who call into my show are the coolest ever. You guys, I love you so much. And that color looks great on you. And I am about to do the psychic weather, but I just wanted to brag a bit because I think women especially should brag. Men brag all the time, but women, we tend to bond through sort of complaining a bit, I've noticed, or through empathy for each other's hardships. I think we should brag more. So I'm going to brag. Last week, we had a lovely person call in, and I did a mediumship session for her. And I had, for some reason, before the show, gone out in the pouring rain, barefoot, my pajamas. I did the show in my pajamas last week. Don't ask why. And broke off a lovely hydrangea blossom. Oh, hi, Melissa in Rochester. Oh, I love Rochester. Oh, wow, I've got a cool thing to tell you about Rochester. Hang on for about 3 minutes, Melissa. I love Melissa.
Sure.
Beautiful name. It means honey, right, Melissa? I think it does.
Yes, it means honeybee.
Honeybee. What a great name. So I'm going to do the psychic weather. While you're waiting, what I'm going to ask is that you breathe in deeply through your nose and then breathe out through your mouth like this. like you're blowing out a birthday candle or like you're a whoopee cushion, because that
Okay.
stimulates the vagus nerve and it helps me connect even faster. So, last week I broke off a hydrangea blossom because my guides told me to do that before the show. And I was like, guys, are you crazy? But it turns out that the woman who called in, the person who'd passed that she was asking about, they really loved hydrangeas. And when I offered her the hydrangea blossom, because the person who had passed, who I was communicating with to for grammar help, so it turned out to be very meaningful and kind of a very exciting moment in live TV for me, because it was such a strong, what's the word I'm looking for? Confirmation. That's the word. Yay. Okay, we're going to do the tarot weather for the week, tarot psychic weather. So it's for the week starting now until next Wednesday. So the first card is like today, the next couple of days. The next card is for the middle of that week. The third card is for like, I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it's just like regular weather, except less damaging to crops. I've been making that joke for 5 years now, and it still amuses me. And I'm going to grab my cards because they're here, and I never pre-select the cards. Very important. Okay, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, show me what cards to pick for this week for my lovely, lovely people. Oh, cool. Okay. First card, the Knight of Pentacles. Dun, 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 dun. The Knight of Pentacles this is a trustworthy young man who's entering your life, and it looks like he's here to help you. He is either probably a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. I'm a little off Taurus boys right now, but that's okay. I'll get over that. Or it's somebody in your vicinity who is bringing you good news about money or security. He doesn't have to be one of those signs. So it can be one of two things. It's either a young man, by young I mean under 30, under 35ish, under 40, who is in your life, and that might be somebody you're romantically involved with who's coming back around, or it could be somebody you're not romantically involved with who is bringing you good news about money and security. I used to have a friend who used to answer his phone, "Hello, is this somebody with good news or money?" It was a little annoying. Oh my gosh, we're getting a lot of. Okay, we've got this is the Six of Swords. When I get this, oddly, in my practice, if you ask any reader who's been doing this for a long time, he, she, or they, we're very LGBTQ friendly in this program. Happy Pride Month. It's been quite the ride in New York. Woohoo! So what this card means is that what I've noticed in my readings over the last 20 years, yes, I started doing them when I was 10, is that this usually means a short trip, very literal card, to either New York, California, Florida, England, or France. Aside from that, it often just means a short trip. It can also mean something a little more sort of vague and spiritual, in that the person who's in the cloak here is looking all sad, and she's got looks like a kid near her, and she can't see that there is somebody behind her guiding the boat. So in a more spiritual, sort of more meta sense, I love using the word meta, it makes me sound so smart. What this can mean is you might be in a situation where you don't know if you're going to be okay, and the message is you're going to be okay. There's somebody steering the boat, whether this is your guardian angel, your higher self, or just the universe being nice to you. It's going to be okay. I like that. I could use that this week too. Whew. And what's the last card? Okay, it is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, again, in a literal sense, this could be a young man who's a fire sign, so it's Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries in your immediate vicinity. Could be romantic. I'm getting the feeling from this card for you guys that this is more somebody in your sort of family or friend circle. But if you happen to be romantically involved with a man 40-ish and under who is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, good news might be coming back around. This is also For me, the knight cards are often messages. So this is somebody bringing a message of some kind that affects kind of how you live your day-to-day life. Wands is about our day-to-day life. As John Lennon said, life is what happens when you're making other plans. So this is somebody who might very well be bringing you news that will, in a good way, change your day-to-day life for the better. That is the psychic weather for the week. Woohoo! All right, Melissa, are you still there, my angel?
I am.
Oh, thank you for waiting. I appreciate that. It's nice to meet
Okay.
you. Hello. Thank you for calling in. And
Thank you.
I like to connect to people through their birthdays. So if you could tell me when your birthday is, that would be awesome. You don't have to tell me the year. I won't tell you mine.
August 9th.
Uh-huh. Oh, we love Leo's here. Hooray.
I'm a Leo.
Yes, you are. And the best kind. I love Leos. They're so sweet.
Thank
like
you.
honey. Yeah, that really, especially that week of Leo, like the 2nd through the 9th, really lovely people. Okay. So did you have a specific question, or do you want me to do kind of an all-over woo-woo?
Well, I started seeing this person, and he's a Pisces, and I don't know, there's a connection. There's like a real, you can tell there's a connection, but I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing or not, because I've been burnt too many times, and he wants to talk about some things tomorrow, so kind of nervous about that.
Oh, there's no sentence in the English language I like to hear less than "we have to talk." It's like, no, you have to talk. I have to go to Bermuda. I like him. Is he which part of Pisces? Is he February? I get the feeling he's the later part, like Marchish.
Yep, March 19th.
Yeah, I'm the 18th, so my kind of boy. Pisces men and Pisces women are very different. Pisces women are kind of like badass but Pisces men, they're very charming. I'm going to say they're the most charming guys of the zodiac. They're a little weak, so you kind of have to take over, be a little bossy in the relationship. I think what he might be, I actually like him for you. And I think what he's going to tell you tomorrow is that it's going to be what sounds like he's warning you off, but it's actually more like a dare, if you get what I mean. Sometimes people will say things to us that are kind of daring us to, how can I put this? So if he says, I'm crazy about you, but I still have feelings, or the psychopath I was married to for 20 years, just nod and smile, and you can either say, okay, I understand, bye.
He was married for 20 years.
Yeah, well, I'm good at my job. Thanks. And she was kind of a psychopath, honestly. Or I'm not a psychopath, a little bit of a narcissist. And by little, I mean a lot. So
yeah,
he's
she had him arrested for.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to go with psychopath. Yeah, no, she's crazy. So the good news is he's been burnt too. And that's kind of good news in that if you see him as vulnerable as you are, it kind of levels the playing field, because I think you kind of idealize him a little, but you rock. I can tell from your voice and your vibe, you rock. You have like done so many things most people couldn't do, and you've done them with one hand tied behind your back, figuratively, not literally. You're kind of a superwoman, but you don't give yourself credit for it. Is that true? Yes, it is. I'm just going to say yes.
Especially being a single mom, and I'm a travel nurse.
Oh, whoa, cool. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. You guys are such badasses. I am so impressed with you. Yeah, and before that, you had kind of an adventurous, you were kind of a rebel in your teens, and you're a natural leader, is the thing. One thing in your professional life, yes, you are. One thing in your professional life is you could even lead a little more. There's going to be in the next 2 months, there's going to be an opportunity for you to step into more of a leadership position that, by the way, pays about 20 grand more. Not that you're not making good money. I hope you are. But there's a leadership position opening up. And you can be a little aggressive, or assertive. Assertive is a better word. You can be a little assertive about it, because your company is looking for somebody to kind of be kind of be the boss in your particular area. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I think I'm right. So when that opportunity comes, step up, because A, you'll kill it. Well, maybe I shouldn't use that word with a nurse. But B, you'll make a ton of money, and a lot of people depend on you. So I'd like you to have that extra money so people will still depend on you, but you have a boat so you can get away from it all. I like this guy.
Well,
I actually think sorry, go ahead.
with the money thing, I'm still waiting to hear about my VA claim appeal.
That's going to come through. I will tell you why I know that's going to come through, because 24 hours before I read for anybody, whether I know I'm going to read for them or not, whether it's on the show or just in my practice, anything that comes to my attention in the 24 hours before the reading means something. And somebody sitting behind me in the train today was talking about their VA claim, which I've never heard. Never heard somebody talk about that. So the fact that that happens is, I'm going to say, a confirmatory coincidence. It's very big in what I teach. So yes, that will come through September at the latest, but I'm actually thinking July. I'm going to give you a date. I think it's July 15th to the 18th, around there. And good for you. Man,
that would be a nice break, because everything I went through and still am going through, that would be at least a start to heal.
Well, we're also very pro-veteran on this show. My dad was a vet. And so whether it's through you or through somebody else, thank you so much for your service. Really, thank you. Yeah, means a huge amount here. So let's get back to boy business. Boy business. One thing I think you don't know about yourself, I think you tell yourself like you're too old, or you're too tall, or you're too slim, or you're too whatever. You're very attractive. I can see you with my heart's eye. I have like a degree in remote viewing, so I'm good at this. You don't know how attractive you are. I'm going to ask you to just own it, because just know that you are really attractive. I mean, you killer cheek. Yeah, you are. You have killer cheekbones, beautiful bone structure. Do you have like American Indian in your heritage?
A little bit of Cherokee.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Damn, I'm good. Yeah, I think this guy's gonna. Here's the thing about Pisces men, especially those in the Scorpio week. He he has the same birthday as Bruce Willis, and one of my best friends was engaged to Bruce Willis for a long time. I know a lot about this birthday. So here's the thing. They're a little coy. They sort of want you to come after them a little. And I don't want you to have to do all the work, because I don't think that's in your nature. I think you like boys to chase you, and who doesn't? Or girls, or llamas, or whatever we like. But I would play a little reach withdraw with him. So by which I mean, be present, but then withdraw. Make him chase you a bit, and then be present, and then withdraw. And yes, it's a game, but if you study nature, I've been on this kick where I've been studying courtship rituals in every species in the world in the last couple of weeks. And I don't care if you're a snail or if you're a minor bird, all species have the same rituals, courtship rituals, which is the male takes the female, like, essentially out to dinner. And the females kind of are like, oh no, oh yes, oh no, oh yes. So if I don't mean to seem manipulative, but with this particular guy, it's gonna work well. And I think you're gonna have a relationship. In fact, I think it's gonna be really good. And if you want to get married again, or just live in sin, I do too. Oh, I can't believe I just said that outside of my head. I think that's a real possibility. And invite me. But I really do think that's a possibility with this guy. Stay in touch. Let me know how it works out. I'm Peri Lyons, PeriLyons. I'm at PeriLyons.com, but I'm also on Facebook, which is the easiest way. Let me know how it works out, okay? I'll give you a free 5 minutes. Yeah, please do.
All right,
I think
thank
you're cool.
you.
All right, love. Take care. Okay, who do we have next? Darling, I'm so glad you're here. Ada. What a beautiful name.
Oh,
ADA.
hello. Thank you.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi,
Yeah.
sweetie. Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello.
Childress, Texas.
Oh, cool. Well, welcome, Texas.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, how may I help you?
I was just wondering, like, if I'm ever going to find like any blood family. I was always curious about that question.
Oh,
If
this
any
is a
blood
specialty of
family
mine.
come into my life. Mhm.
It
Yeah.
looks like now. Is this were you adopted or are you asking because you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was adopted and I was looking for my blood family. And I never really got answers like I wanted. I was just curious if I'll find any family member. That's all I have to
Yes,
ask.
you will. One thing I would recommend,
I
and you're
will.
talking to somebody. I through an adoption thing. I met my full blood sister when I was 25. So you're talking to the right
Oh
girl. This is a
wow.
specialty of mine,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
she's
thank
lovely.
you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I would do something, first of all, do like 23andMe or Ancestry.com because they will
I
tell you who
have
you're
done
related
one of
to.
those, but I haven't found any close family yet. Only like distant cousins for now. Yeah.
My feeling is your biological father was, if you'll excuse me saying so, a bit of a tomcat. Um, Probably a very handsome man. Um, do you mind me
Oh.
asking how old you are now? Because I'll tell you how old I think you'll be when you find your blood relatives.
About 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh no, I mean how old you are now? Because I think it's not going to be
I'm 34 now.
right. I
I'm
think 30.
34.
They're telling me 37. I might
37? Oh.
is when you're gonna
Uh-huh.
is when you're gonna find them, and it's going to happen very
Oh.
organically. I think somebody's going to find you and reach out to you. But I also think that you
Oh.
have some half. You have it feels to me. Hold on, let me ask my guides. Come on, guys, work with me.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Oh,
Oh.
interesting. I think you have
Oh.
looks like two half brothers on your father's biological father's side, and one
Oh.
half
Oh.
sister on your biological mother's side. That's what I'm getting.
Oh,
And
wow.
I think a couple of them are uh, like mixed heritage. Like for instance, my dad was very Jewish. My mother is very WASP, so I consider myself sort of mixed. So I think there's some sort of mixed thing going
Oh.
on one of the sides.
Oh.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
which always
Uh,
makes for gorgeous people. I mean, there's nobody. I don't
oh.
mean me, but I mean like my
Uh-huh.
goddaughter who's half Swedish and half Jamaican. I mean, you don't get better looking than mixed.
Oh, wow. Nice.
But
Pretty
um,
cool.
so let me see. We got 5 minutes, so let me expand on this a bit.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I like you. You got lovely energy. Woohoo! Um, you really do. And you know what? I
Mm-hmm.
think I can feel your longing for family. I have that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for some
Yeah,
reason
I
you're a
just
little.
wanted to know more about who I am and stuff. I get curious and, you know.
I think what's interesting is I get a very intuitive hit off you. I think, do you have sort of prophetic dreams or do you have, I get the feeling there's a little psychicness going on there. Am I right? Oh,
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do experience psychic stuff sometimes too. Yeah, that's
mm-hmm.
true. I've been told that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that I
And
had
you know
some
it.
gifts before.
And you know what? I forgot. I like to tune in to people through their birthday, and I forgot to ask your birthday. So when's your birthday?
October 3rd, in 1988.
Oh, we love Libras in this. We're so pro Libra
Mm-hmm.
here. We're so pro
Oh, thank
Libra
you.
on this program. Um,
Oh, thank you
1988,
so much.
1976, 1964. Oh, so you're a Libra, born in the year of the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Yes, I'm
So
a
you're,
dragon. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm a tiger. We get along great. Uh,
Oh, awesome. That's cool.
dragons are amazing. They're the only sort of mythical character in the Chinese zodiac. Because the rest, there's like rabbits and rats and tigers, but the dragon is the only one that's sort of mythological, and it's the first
Mm-hmm.
one of the Chinese zodiac, and they always lead the parades. So dragons are very
Mm-hmm.
good at, and I bet you have a beautiful face with kind of um, like big eyes and big cheekbones and like I don't know how to describe this, a
Yeah.
dragon face. Yeah. but you're natural.
Yeah,
I'm getting a lot of natural leaders on the program tonight. But I do think, and I'm sorry because it feels like the family you grew up with is a little sort of splintered right now. And I'm sorry about that. And it feels like you might be slightly estranged from.
It's okay. Yeah, because I didn't grow up in a very loving adopted family. That's true. Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't feel
Yeah.
like I had family. It's okay.
That's what I'm feeling. And what I want to tell you is, sometimes whether there are biological siblings or our adoptive siblings, they have their own issues. It's got nothing to do with us. So if they're not,
Yeah,
you are such a family
I
girl.
understand.
You're such a smoochy girl.
Yeah.
I just adore that. And you love community, you love family. You're like the go-to girl
I
for
do.
everybody. Yeah, you do.
I
You
do,
love
and I
holidays.
think I long for it because I didn't have that, growing
Yeah.
up. I mean, so maybe
No,
why
you
I'm
didn't.
looking for,
Well,
you
I
know.
partially that, but also I think that's how you're built. I think that it was interesting when I found my sister, how much we had in common. And I think that I know people say it's like 50% nature, 50% nurture. I'm sorry, it's like 95% nature. So I think you were born as a very loving person who loves holidays and you love celebrations and you love community and you love family.
I do.
And I don't think that's what you got adopted into, but that is what you're going to find.
No, I didn't really, but
No,
I
you
still
didn't.
try to love things I enjoy, even though I didn't have them growing up. But
No, you kind of radiate unconditional love. I'm like, yummy when I'm with your energy. So, really yummy. So you have so many friends who are like family to you. People really love you.
Yeah, I see my friends like family.
They really do.
True.
So keep looking. I'm pretty sure by the time you're 37, they're going to show up. And I think you're going to have a really smoochy family of your own. So hang in there because you're just adorable. You're so adorable.
Oh,
and
thank you.
And you're welcome. I'm a good judge of character. So let me know. Do keep in touch and let me know what happens. And
I will.
I think somebody is going to get in touch. It might be before you're 37, but 37 is when the whole package is going to be delivered.
What is your name again, ma'am? So I could remember.
No problem. It's Peri with a P as in Peter, E-R-I, Peri, like periwinkle. And my last name is Lyons, Lyons, like
Peri
Lyons. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So come find me.
I
All right, love.
appreciate your help, Peri.
Well, love you, and take care and call back soon. And thank you, guys. Love you, and that color looks great on you. Bye-bye.